Here's the class prophecy of SGS San Pedro. It was 6:30 in the morning, Manila time, when I woke up from a deep sleep. The strident message tone of my BlackBerry phone was also the reason why I woke up that early. Still lying on one of the luxurious rooms at the Grand Hyatt Hotel in Hong Kong, I opened my message with fuzzy eyes and read it slowly. It was Marvick's text. She was inviting me to come to our grand reunion at the CC. After reading, I jumped off from bed and checked my flight ticket. Fortunately, that day was also my flight back to Manila. I hurriedly took a bath, ate the prepared breakfast, fixed my things, and went to the airport. On the plane, I saw our pilot. She was a lady. It was my first time to board a ladies' airplane. I wanted to ask her what was the time of our departure, but she went to the cockpit, the command and control area of the airplane. So, I put my headphone and sat down. While listening to my favorite song on my iPod, I contemplated on the text I received, remembering what had happened in my life for the past 10 years after graduating from college. It was 12 in the afternoon when I arrived in Manila. At the airport, I heard catchphrases coming from the voices of ladies saying, "Pwede na yon!" And, "Ay, hindi. I turned around to see where that phrases came from, but they turned away. I ignored what I heard. Instead, I jumped off to a cab and asked the driver to take me to the CC. Good thing I bought Pringles when I was in Hong Kong. On the way, I saw the newly built establishments in Makati. I gazed at the theme park named Thomas World, situated in Ayala Avenue. Across was a concert hall named Adagio, and a meter away was the CC. I was alighting from the cab when I noticed the signage hanging on the door. It was closed. I got my phone to check if there was a new text, but my phone was empty. So, to figure out where to find my batchmates, I looked for a telephone booth. While walking, I saw a huge billboard of Guess Philippines. Their models were drop-dead gorgeous. They were wearing 2020's newest fashion trends. I was shocked with what I read. At the bottom part of the billboard, the names of the models were written. They were Joreen Reyes, Mia Del Prado, and Angeline Rodriguez. Then, I saw a telephone booth below the billboard. When I was about to enter the booth, I checked my pocket for coins, but I didn't find any. I also checked every pocket of my bag, but I didn't see any coin. I saw instead a cruise ticket. It was a trip to Singapore. It was given to me last January, but I just kept it. Now, I will use it. I wanted to unwind from the misery I was encountering at that moment. I went to the pier near Ross Boulevard with a gloomy feeling. I boarded the cruise ship and roamed around. I heard beautiful voices from one of the ship's crew. So, I sneaked in and saw a familiar face. She was Tilda Smith. She still has a golden voice, a remarkable talent, and a gentle face. She was my pal and my comfort, Jenny Andaya. She was with Julia Ipulu and Chari Novino, singing the song, Thinking of You. They were just laughing whenever they got the wrong pitch. And then they saw me, standing on the front door of the club. They ran towards me and hugged me. I hugged them as well. It was a very perfect moment for us. We were just speechless at that time. Then I broke the silence. I asked them why they were there. Jenny told me that this was the place where our grand reunion would be held and not in the CC. Jaria said that CC was under renovation. I got excited with what they told me. Then out of nowhere, Chari changed the topic. She told me that she was now a musical director of the play Playing Venus, a famous musical play in town where Jaria was the composer and arranger of the songs. They gained many recognition, and they were one of the most watched musical plays in the Philippines. Jenny was an accountant and also one of the lead stars of Playing Venus. The G. Barcada owned Adagio. I was astonished. I asked them why Adagio. Chari said that Adagio in music means having a slow movement. Like in their Barcada, they took each day slowly, for they wanted to enjoy each other's company. I was impressed with her answer. We were still chatting when a group of ladies approached us. They were very classy in their cocktail dresses. I remember them. They were the group of ladies I saw at the airport. They were Zara Cecilio, Avi Rom, Pia Faustino, and Angeline Rodriguez. They excitedly approached us, shouting and hugging us. We were happy to see them as well. One by one, they excitedly shared the experiences in Paris. Zara told me that she was now a DJ in CC and the photographer of Angeline, who has a commercial and print-out model of Guess Philippines. Aside from their part-time job, Zara owned Purple Palace, one of the tight competitors of EDSA Shangri-La Hotel in Makati. And Angeline was a chief nurse of Medical Center Manila. Pia was the lawyer of famous female celebrities in the Philippines. She always won all the cases she handled, while Avic was the owner of CC, together with her sis, Ira Lorenzo. I didn't know that well-known bar and resto in Makati were run by them. She also told me that Thomas World was under their management. They named it after their Barcada's name, which was Tomo. Pia added that they named it Thomas World because they wanted to have a place where they can have fun and at the same time relax alone or with a couple of friends. I was very happy with the unending friendship they had. I looked at the other side of the club when I saw a group of ladies coming towards us. They were as gorgeous as Zara's group. They were Joreen Reyes, Colleen Medina, Angela Luna, Jeline Larana, Sherry Batario, Sheila Bermejo, and Marvic Zulwena. They approached us with big smiles on their faces. Joreen shared her experiences as a rich and famous supermodel. She was one of the most popular supermodels of Guess. Colleen was a renowned photographer of almost all the models in the Philippines. Jeline was a notable rap model of Marks and Spencer Philippines. She was also a well-respected chef in the Philippines. Angela was a fast-rising chef in our country. She was also a well-known chef in Singapore, Hong Kong, and in other countries in Asia. She owned a restaurant named Angel's Kitchenette. Sheila and Marvic were excellent accountants. Sheila owned a company in Quezon City, while Marvic owned a company in Taguig. I left them to get a drink. I noticed a group of people standing in the bar counter, drinking and partying. They were Farlene Grafalda, Ira Balunos, Franklin Geronimo, Mac de Magura, Pem Diamante, Mia Del Prado, Ira Lorenzo, and Paulo Bayron. I bumped up to them. Mac gave me a glass of white wine. Farlene started to tell the group that she was currently working at Metrobank Makati as a financial manager. Ira Balunos pleasingly narrated to us that she passed the licensure exam for computer engineering and she was now the owner of a famous company in Quezon City. Franklin was an accountant and an owner of a bank in Manila where he entrusted his money from winning in Amazing Race Asia. Ira Lorenzo was a stewardess in Philippine Airlines. Another famous model of Guess Philippines, Mia owned a high-class restaurant named Simeona Deliciosa. Paolo was the marketing director of Apple Philippines and a print ad model of New York 101 Philippines. Pam was a psychologist in St. Luke's Hospital. Mac was an animator in Walt Disney Motion Pictures. He created many films that became top grosser films in the Philippines and all over the world. While we are having a wonderful conversation, a couple of gentlemen joined us. They were Benedict Corcoro, Cedric Serrano, Matthew Bonife, Ray Moselina, and JC Briones. Funny man Matthew talked about his life as a corporate lawyer of ABS-CBN Broadcasting Corporation. Benedict was an information technologist in Nokia, Philippines, and Cedric was in Microsoft Corporation. Ray was a computer engineer in Philips Electronics Ltd. In Ontario, Canada. And JC owned a bakery called Tubby Bread, located in US. Then, from the right side of the club, I saw the lady pilot from my flight from Hong Kong. She was talking to another lady. They turned around and I was surprised. They were Kim Adela and Jana Austria. I went to them and told Kim that I was his passenger in the plane. She was surprised. She mocked me, saying that she saw me too. Then she laughed because it was just a joke. She told me that she owned a flying school in Pasig City. She also shared her experiences as a pilot. And then Jana interrupted our conversation. She bubbly reeled off that she was a lawyer in the Supreme Court. She shared her experiences in the courtroom. Kim and I were stunned with what Jana said when a new set of lads came to us. They were Joshua Flores, Eo Gregorio, Dan Takanay, Alden Sena, Nathaniel Juanites, Marlon Santos, Romel Casayuran, and Kiel Pulantayan. They were teasing and fooling each other when they joined us. Joshua was the first to speak in their group. He passed the board exam and was now a certified civil engineer as well as Kiel, who was his buddy in building many infrastructures in the north. Soon, they will construct a new city in the south. Alden was an electrical engineer in Nexus Technical Services Corporation in Illinois. Ayo was a certified business tycoon. He owned Bistro Enrico, a well-known restaurant located near the Trinoma Mall. Rommel owned a branch of the famous Tuko, and a fine dining restaurant in Alabama. Dan owned a restaurant named Dan's Diner in Tagaytay, located at the subdivision in which he owned. Marlon also owned a restaurant named Resto Tubes. Nathaniel was the branch owner of Ford Philippines in Santa Rosa, Laguna, and a wholesaler of Ayala Land. After hearing their stories, I was very gobsmacked. Then Kiel patted me on the back. He invited me and the others to dance. We followed him and we danced a lot. We were still dancing when two men wearing a captain's outfit appeared before us. I was again thunderstruck and dazed. They were Captain Pong Zaspa and Captain Earl Barbino. Pong went to the stage and welcomed us to his ship named RMZ Cruise Liner. He also told us that we were also welcome to Captain Earl's cruise, the Paper Heart Voyage. After that, Mac invited us to the theater because he had a surprise for us. It was a film dedicated to our batch. The title was School Rumble, Slow-Ding and Still Buffering. Then the film started. We laughed, cried, shouted, and enjoyed the film. After the film, all of us were tired and so we decided to say thank you to everyone and headed to our respective rooms. As I lay down in the bed, I realized that all of us were blessed with wondrous things in our lives. Then, I closed my eyes and started to sleep. Then I remembered something. I forgot to introduce myself. So I arose from bed and spoke. Friends, I'm Romeo A. Garango Jr., Communication Arts graduate from University of Santo Tomas, has visited Italy, Hawaii, and other countries in the world. I am a famous scriptwriter and director of many top-grossing films in Asia and in the Philippines. And I am a certified Jeromean. Fellow Jeromeans, teachers, administrations, and colleagues, thank you.